This show is clean, pretty much.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 799, the first show of 2015. Today we hear part 3 of the best of 2014 on 2014 for the radio. Plus we hear from Madame Rootabega, Valentino, Bison Bentley, and dang you Apple iOS for eating my smartphone alive. There's nothing left of it. It is just a flimsy piece of bone. Mike's Daily Podcast. And on the last show, Benita let us know she's actually a doctor. So who are you going to phone? Mike's Daily Podcast. You're going to call Benita because she can help you with your problems. No, that's not really true. I don't know how you solve them when you've got some guy talking to you through a podcast. I think VH1 needs to be taken off the air fast because it's got shows that I get addicted to, like I Love the 2000s. Mike's Daily Podcast. I Love the 2000s, or what I have and will always call the O's. Why didn't that ever catch on? Mike's. Here, it's been 5 years. Daily I've been saying the O's. Podcast. And it's just put a little birdhouse in your soul, not to put too fine a point on it. Let a bee in your bonnet. You know that album is now like 25 years old? They Might Be Giants. Oh, look who just walked in. Hello, Michael Master. I love They Might Be Giants. It's two guys. Ooh. Yeah, really good stuff. They used to do a song a day. I think they're doing that. A dial-a-song thing. They're doing that again. But yeah, Madame Rootabega, great group. I think a lot of nerds like it. Yeah, that's fine. You know, people can be whatever they want. There is a proliferation of nerds in today's world, but that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with that. Nerds can be very smart, warm, fun people that smell rather good. Oh wait, maybe they don't smell good. I forget. Let me smell myself. I'm smelling myself, and I smell okay. So yeah, they smell good. Look who else just walked in. Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the back end. And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that? Mike, we are not nerds. In fact, we are a very robust men that don't know anything about technology. That's right. In fact, we're kind of like tea patties, because all we know is how to make tea. Do you know that? You guys know how to do that? Wow. How do you make it? I take it. Why you put me on the spot? Do you know that? Wow. He exploded from embarrassment. That's a pity, Mike. Perhaps the Benita the rodeo queen, who apparently is a doctor now, can put him back together again like the Humpty Dumpty dance. Yeah. Everybody do the Humpty. Okay, that's not... That was the 90s, wasn't it? Or was that the 80s? I feel like that's the 90s. But the show that I Love the 2000s, yeah, they talk about hip-hop. And, you know, there are some ridiculous hip-hop songs, but there can be no hip-hop song that can do wrong on I Love the 2000s. Every single time they bring up a song from a hip-hop artist, it's like, oh, yeah, that was the best song ever. Oh, I danced. Oh, it was the greatest ever. Let's hear it for hip-hop. But then whenever they show a song or a video to a song by a group that was more adult contemporary, your I Can't Stand to Fly, or your You and I Collide type music, you know, mellow kind of music, they just slam it. They just, oh, they're so sad. Ooh, why would Superman be all mopey and sad? And it's like, you know what? Okay. Maybe I'm a guy with feelings. Maybe I'm a guy that appreciates all forms of music. But that kind of music... No, yeah, they're right. It's pretty bad. Michael Master, I love the You and I Collide song. It reminds me of the superconductor at CERN. Oh, yeah, the CERN superconductor. You and I Collide. Okay. Yeah, so they always got a bag on this. It's like, haha, it's an easy joke, basically. And every single episode has that. So I'm tired of I love the 2000s. And the new show I watch is I Hate the VH1. Perhaps you hate the iOS 8. My iOS 8, my phone. Well, Apple is facing a class action lawsuit over the storage on its iPhones, iPads, and iPods. It was filed on Tuesday in California, alleging that Apple fails to disclose to people that as much as 23.1% of the advertised storage space on 8 gigabyte and 16 gigabyte devices would be consumed by the iOS 8. This, according to HuffingtonPost.com, there is also a discrepancy between the advertised amount of space available for users on a device and the actual space available. This lawsuit claims. But I believe that because my phone never has enough memory. I delete songs and photos and apps and I delete everything. I delete the entire phone and I still don't have any space. What, Mike? That's impossible. You're supposed to say that.
What?
Valentino, you're supposed to say that. It says it on the script.
Oh, yeah, Mike, that's impossible day, you idiot.
Wow, that was read with conviction. And I hate you.
Mike, I'm an excellent actor day. This whole character I'm doing is an act day.
It is. And someday we'll actually get to know the real you.
No, you don't want that.
I would agree. Do you know how to make tea?
Has something to do with leaves. And I think charcoal briquettes.
Okay. So the operating system takes up 1.1 gigabytes of space, and it needs 5.8 gigabytes to install wirelessly. People realized that iOS 8 was going to eat up all the space on their iPhones as soon as it was released last September. Many had to delete photos and apps, even going as far as to remove the Bible app from their phones. There is a lot to complain about when it comes to iPhone storage. Some devices that Apple offers, like the 16 gigabyte iPhone, have such small amounts of storage that they quickly become unusable. The Apple analysis blog Above Avalon predicted that Apple will make $3 billion in 2015 from people upgrading to iPhones with more storage after their 16 gigabyte models become unusable.
Michael Matthew, I don't trust the Apple, but I trust the nerds. And you are one.
Actually, the people that wrote this article in the Huffington Post, they're the nerds. They're brilliant people. Ariana Huffington, who founded the Huffington Post, was on the finale of the Stephen Colbert Show, the Colbert Report. She was singing that song, We'll Meet Again. Did you see that? Any of you?
Mike, I don't watch television, especially people that hate the Tea Party like Stephen Colbert did.
Now, usually Bison Bentley would say something right here, but he blew up.
Yeah, too bad.
All right, well, what do you think? Email me, mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. We read your comments on the section emails from email. Also, email me there if you'd like to be a guest on the show or if you'd like to sponsor the show. And what did you think? Have you ever watched the VH1's I Love the Whatever Decade thing? And do you like those shows, or are you just like, no? I'd rather watch some reality show with a bunch of women that have had such horrible things done to their faces. It makes me cringe when they get on camera. Unlike you, Madame Rootabega, when you come on camera, I'm happy. I'm filled with the sense of warmth.
Thank you, Michael Matthew. You should feel warmth. I've just poisoned you.
Oh, and I only have 10 seconds to live, so I better say all this really quick. MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com.
It was just a joke, Michael Matthew. Ooh. A drum just fell on my head.
Yeah, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com, the website with links to where to listen to the show in iTunes. Subscribe to the show in iTunes. You can also comment on the show and rate the show. If you do that, more people will find out about us, and that helps us out. Another great way to help us out, too, is through the Amazon link at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Click on that and buy something at a great discount sometimes. And we get a little bit of that. It helps us out. There's also links to where to find us on Facebook. Like the Facebook page, and when I post a new show, share it with your friends, and more people find out about us that way, too. That's great. There's also links to where to find us on YouTube, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spreaker, Mixcloud, Podomatic, Yelp, Tumblr, and Twitter. And you can find all of the podcast pictures, a link to a new country radio station on the internet that you'll be able to hear starting tomorrow, starting Saturday. Zounds. Yeehaw. And finally, there's also all the interviews. They're all there at MIKEs-DAILY-Podcast.com. Talked to so many people this year. And now, 3 more songs by bands that I interviewed on the segment called 2014 for the radio.
2014 for the...
What's up, everybody? This is Nathan.
What's up? This is Zach.
We are from Blouse, and you are listening to Mike's Daily Podcast with Mike Matthews.
This is Jordan from Cash for Gold, and you're listening to Mike's Daily Podcast with Mike Matthews.